All right, if you're thinking about making a move to Temecula, California, here's the 5 things that you need to know before you make the move out here. Hey guys, hey again, my name is Justin Short. I am a realtor and team leader for the Short Real Estate team. Want to make sure we're keeping these videos coming regular for you guys. And today we are going to talk about the 5 things that you need to know before you make a move to Temecula or Murrieta, California. First, before we get into it, if you're liking the videos, please go ahead and hit like. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. Helps me, it helps the channel. Obviously, I'm trying to grow it. Hopefully I'm able to give you guys some good information, and it helps me grow the channel and my business. So I would definitely appreciate it. So again, today we're going to talk about the 5 things that you need to know before you make the move out this way. And so I've had a lot of people reach out to me lately, and it seems like most people are relocating from out of the area. So most of you guys that are reaching out to me are kind of using our channel as a great resource to get a good understanding of the area, right? So let's say if you live in Northern California, or if you live somewhere out of state and you're thinking about making a move to Temecula, Murrieta, Menifee area, right? We service the whole valley here. When you're doing that, it's very easy to go online and take a look at houses, right? You can go on Zillow, you can go on Redfin, you can go on my website. There's hundreds of different websites you can go online and do research on. You can look at different properties that are available for sale, okay? So that's really easy to do. You can do that really across the whole nation. So that's not a big deal, right? However, when you are trying to get a good perspective for the area, you don't want to just know how pretty the houses are, what type of kitchen's in there. You're trying to get a good understanding of the neighborhood. What side of town do you want to live on? What side of town don't you want to live on? What side of town, where's the shopping that I need? Or if I'm a commuter, where I need to be close to the freeway, right? And those are hard pieces of information to be able to get from a computer screen. You really need perspective of someone that lives here local to be able to give that to you. So that's why most people are watching our channel, right? You're able to hopefully get some good information. I'm giving you a lot of facts, some of my opinion, right? Giving you market updates, giving you some of the good neighborhoods, the bad neighborhoods, the good schools, the bad schools, all that type of stuff. And so hopefully it's good information for you. And I always appreciate when people reach out. So if you have any questions, I would definitely love to answer any questions that you may have, or chat with you, or do whatever we can to try and help you. So I appreciate that. But when you're doing that, most of our clientele that are watching these videos they're moving from out of the state, they're relocating, right? So when you're doing that's kind of why I wanted to come up with these 5 things that you need to know when you're moving from out of the area here locally that are going to be super important to make it a nice, easy, smooth move for you. So the first thing is, if you own a home right now and you need to sell your home where you're currently at to make a move out this way, right now the market is so competitive, you are not going to be able to get your offer accepted here in Temecula or Murrieta or Menifee. You're not going to be able to get your offer accepted contingent upon selling your home in where you're currently at, right? So what that means is, say if you come out this way, you come to Temecula, hey, I love this home, it's $800,000, it's my dream home, I want to buy it, great. And you say, I'm going to write an offer for it, it's a great, strong offer, great price, and my offer, I needed to buy this home. In order to buy this home, I need to sell my home back, my home in my previous city first, right? And so unfortunately, that seller on that home that you love, they're not going to accept your offer right now. It's just too competitive. So really, the process is, you're going to need to have that home in escrow, at least in escrow. You need to list it, find a buyer, whatever you're doing, put it up on the market, and accept an offer and open escrow with that buyer at your previous home before you can make a strong competitive offer out here, right? And I know it can sound a little bit scary, and I understand that different people are in different spots in their move, right? So you may be just kind of toying around with the idea. Well, at least you kind of know what the framework is going to look like, or maybe you're just coming out to drive around and get a feel for the area in person. Awesome. You don't need to sell your home yet just to do that, right? But before you can actually place an offer and have your offer accepted, you really need to get the ball rolling with that other property. So just make sure that you know that. There's a lot of solutions that we have. You can you can do some type of temporary housing out here in the Temecula Murrieta area after you sell your home. I mean, it's not super ideal for most people. Most of the country is a strong seller's market, so you can negotiate with your buyer to let you stay in the house after closing. That lets you close escrow, have your cash ready to go, and then make a strong offer out here in the Temecula and Murrieta area. That's most desirable. That's really what we recommend. But we can always chat with you and talk about your situation and see what's going to be the best fit. So number 2 thing that you want to know before you make a move out here is we have Mello-Roos and special assessments in different neighborhoods. Okay, and so if you don't live out here, what that means is you may look at 2 homes, say they're both $600,000. One doesn't have Mello-Roos, doesn't have special assessments. One of them does, and that home that has those extra fees, that could cost you an extra $400 per month. 2 homes, both $600,000, both the same sales price. This one has those extra fees, and it's going to be an extra $400 a month, and that's a big deal, right? And so what I found is that most people that live in different parts of the country do not have that at their previous residence, right? If you're maybe Northern California or different parts of the country, you probably don't have those. So that is super, super important. And if you don't live here, you're not going to know that, right? So basically what you're going to need to do is find a home that either does not have those special assessments and those fees, so pay attention. You have to know what to look for, so which we can of course help you with that. Or you're going to have to know that that $600,000 home is going to cost you a little bit more per month than what you originally planned. So know that. So a good trick and kind of good rule of thumb is the newer homes tend to have those higher special assessments and Mello-Roos, right? So the older homes for us tend to not have those. The newer homes do. So once you get up to like 2004 and above, you started seeing some of those special assessments. As you get newer than 2010, they started getting even higher. So it's just something to pay attention to. It's something we talk to all of our clients about. We check the taxes for you for all of our clients. That way at least you know what you're getting into, and that can actually affect your pre-approval too. So those are really important. If you don't live here, you got to pay attention to that. Okay. The third thing that we want to talk about is if you're making a move to relocate out here, no, it's a super, super competitive market. I know most of the country is this way, but especially here in Southern California, most homes are selling right now within a week. Most of them are getting somewhere between 8 to 12 offers, and most of them are selling over list price. So what that means is if you see a home that you like and you're interested, you need to go take a look at it right away if possible, or be comfortable buying the home virtually. I can stop by and I can do a video tour for our clients and give you all the information. But just know if you find something you like, you need to be comfortable and ready to move right away if you actually want to buy it, right? So unfortunately right now with the way the market is, it's not realistic for a home to come up on the market, the next week you make the flight out, the next week you make an offer. Unfortunately, it's going to be gone. It's moving, the market's moving too fast, right? So if you are serious about making the move out here, once we're in position, once you have your house sold out there, or whatever situation we need to do, then you need to make sure that you're ready. Once you see a house, boom, we need to make sure we put an offer in right away. Usually you're only going to have a couple days to do that, and definitely not past that first weekend right now on a nice hot home. And the next thing I want to talk about, I guess, is a little bit of a self plug, but really, you're going to need an area expert. So especially if you don't live locally, you don't know the Temecula and Murrieta area, you're going to need someone here that is familiar. They'll be able to tell you the good parts of town, the bad parts of town, where you might want to live for your needs, and kind of what's important to you, and maybe what's not important. What parts of town are in the city of Murrieta but don't actually have the best school districts, because once you get into middle and high school, it's a different school district. Like those are things you're not necessarily going to know online or from looking at a computer, and you're going to need someone here locally to be able to point that out to you. So of course, area expert, that would be me, that would be our team. We would love to help you through that process. And even if it's not us, you just need to make sure you know someone here locally that is able to be your eyes and ears and actually give you that information. And then the last thing, the fifth point that I want to point out is, in order to really be taken seriously in the market right now, if you're ready to put offers, you're finding homes that you like, you need a full pre-approval. So you need not just a pre-qualification where a lender, that means the lender just kind of talks to you on the phone and takes your information. You need a full pre-approval. You've done a credit application, you've sent them bank income statements, you've sent them your assets showing the money you have for down payment, or showing how much funds you're going to get from the sale of your home. Basically, you need to have a full pre-approval ready to go to really be taken seriously by the seller, right? So once you're actually at that point and you're ready, if you don't have a lender, I can definitely refer you. I have a couple lenders here locally that we work with all the time. They do a great job. They can give you a great rate, give you a great loan program. And it's also important to have a local lender, because the guys that I work with, their reputation is awesome, and a lot of times we get our offer accepted just because of the lender relationship there too. So we really would highly recommend that, rather than a large national bank like a Chase or Wells Fargo or a Navy Federal or whatnot. We definitely recommend working with a local lender out here that has a good reputation and can actually help us get our offer accepted. So, and hopefully that's some good perspective for you guys. I know one of them was a self-plug for me, but you know, what can we do? Hopefully you guys are liking the videos. If you are, please go ahead and hit like. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. If you have any questions for me, or even if you have other topics that you want to see on a video, please go ahead. You can comment. You can email me. I'd love to hear that. I mean, we're trying to make sure we're keeping content for you guys that hopefully you're liking, that is helpful, especially if you're thinking about moving into the area or moving out of the area. You're going to see all the information. You can feel free to call, text, email me if you have any questions on the real estate side of things, and we'd love to talk to you guys more in the future. All right, thanks guys.